Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stitt Strategies Tech Talk number 2. I'm Jay. I'm your host for today's short video about managing projects in Asana. Let's jump right in here to Asana. Here we are. When you open it up, you can actually have this set up for a different couple of ways to look at it. There's the list view, which I am not a big fan of. I don't really like looking at things in kind of a list view like this. I prefer a board view. And what we can do with this board view, well, before we get jumping into that, I just as by way of a little bit of information, we use this mainly for managing podcast productions and working on website updates, anything that needs to go into the website, new pages, landing pages, that type of thing. But you can use this for any type of project. The reason we really like to have our projects managed in a tool like Asana, and you can use many different types. There's Trello, HubSpot, there's Monday. There's so many different types. We really like Asana, though. It really keeps everything organized for us. And so, when you're with a group and you're on a team, everybody is emailing, texting, calling. And so it's good to have one place where you can put all of those communications. Hopefully you just keep your communications for that project in Asana. So when you add a comment to any one of these projects, for example, we'll go in here and we'll have a look. When you add a comment, it's going to send an email to the people that you have as collaborators down here. So it really, if you can stop writing emails that are just in your email inbox and then you get a text message that's somewhere else, it makes it really confusing to go back and refer to something if you need to in the future. And it's super key for us. And even when we get a text message, because let's face it, sometimes you're driving or you're somewhere where you're not near your computer and you can't write something in Asana. So even when somebody text messages me about something, I like to take that text message, if possible, copy it and add it to a comment, just so we know it's easy to refer to in the future. Having said all that, we move basically right across the line here. As you can see, this is our new ideas column, and you can basically move your projects through the life of the project all the way down to projects posted and done. So a new idea will be set up over here on the far left-hand side, and then you have all these different projects that you can go to. So these are, completely different teams. And so, for example, one little thing I would like to mention, I have in this project, I have this additional requests. This is actually an ongoing card. We call each one of these things cards. And in this card, I have everything listed that is going to be used for every project from here forward. So if I get an email that says, for example, hey, I would like you to subscribe to my channel or something like that on every video, then I'm going to put that in here into additional requests, and I'm going to refer to this before I do any projects in this project folder. Let's jump back here into the Amber Stitt show. We'll go back to the board view. You can go into a bunch of different, we're basically looking at the free version of Asana. So if you get Asana and you use the free version, you'll be able to do everything we're doing here today. However, if you want to open up other tools and create other things, then you'll have to go into one of their paid subscriptions, which are well worth it. At this point, we're just going to talk about what you can do with the free version. So when we get a new idea, it comes in here and it's here to refer to, and we know that that's something we need to get ready to start working on. Then when we're ready to work on it, we move it over, just drag and drop it over here. We'll work on that today. And then you can open it up, see this is me right here. So assignee, you want to assign it to a person who's in charge of it, a due date, and then anything that you need in the description pertaining to that is good to have right here. But you can also start adding comments. Anybody can start adding comments and questions for the other people on the way down. And that's very helpful. Once this starts moving its way across, oops, I'll delete that. I didn't mean to make that. Once it starts moving its way across this. So once I finish this project, I'll put it over here into projects awaiting approval. And that'll give Amber an idea. Okay, hey, I need to look at this and either approve it, or she can put it over here in needs revisions. Needs revisions means I need to look at it again, do some revisions, and then I can put it back here into projects awaiting approval. And on your way down, she can put it here. Usually she's in charge of putting it into approved to be posted, and that means I can go ahead and post it, put it into YouTube, put it onto the podcast platform, or otherwise maybe add it to the website. And then once everything is done and we're completely happy with it, we can go here, and this, you can see this column just goes on and on and on. And these are projects posted and done. So this makes it really easy. It's a very visual, it's a very easy way to just move things right down. And it keeps all of your comments, everything that you need to know about each project is contained on that card, keeping everything organized and keeping your entire project together. And you're able to refer to that anytime in the future, even years later. If you needed to come back, you could always look into that last column there, and you're good to go. You've got everything you need to know about how that project was created, put together, any questions people may have had, and there you have it. That's Asana. That's your free version. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial, or just kind of an introduction to Asana, and thank you for joining us on today's episode of Stitt Strategies Tech Talk number 2. Using Asana to manage your projects. Have a great day. We'll talk to you all soon.